Hi there, welcome to this week's weekly check-in. Before we start, I should say I have set a timer for 4 minutes and 40 seconds so that it doesn't get to the 5 minutes that it usually does and cuts out and I keep talking, and then when I look I feel like a fool. Yeah, it's been a really good week this week, guys, so I feel strong, my energy levels are high, and I've actually managed to add half an inch to my arms and to my glutes, which obviously you'll know is very difficult during a dieting phase, so I'm absolutely delighted, and my weight has come down again as well, which I know spoke about before isn't the goal was improved aesthetics, but it's good to see that the food drop has brought a subsequent weight drop, so all positive. I went to Physio last week. It was the one my coach recommended, and it was awful. Not awful in that it was ineffective, it was very effective. I feel 100% better after going, but the actual process was awful. It feels what I imagine getting run over by a car would feel like. I honestly felt like I was close to tapping out. It was significantly more painful than a tattoo, which is the only other prolonged form of pain I can really attribute it to. Worse than being in a fight. Yeah, so that was sore, but my injuries subsequent to that have been much improved and far less painful. So much so that I actually think that I could go back to pressing movements now. However, I spoke to my coach and she says no, we're going to wait another 2 weeks, so she knows best and I'm happy with that. Yeah, physio was good. I'm going back again in a couple of weeks. Also spoke about my back injury, and when I told him the symptoms he said he thinks it's my SI joint, so it's good. I think that he's been able, and he was very decisive in diagnosing that, so I'm pleased that we might eventually have now a cause of my back issues, and hopefully, if we can identify and neutralise that going forward, that would just be incredible, because as I say, it does cause me day-to-day pain. Food is staying the same this week, which is good. Food focus was fine during the week last week, but it was a little high at the weekend. I was starting to feel a wee bit sorry for myself that there was no treats or no snacks coming. I kept thinking yeah, but there'll be something good at the end of the day, and it was like, no, nothing's coming. It's the same as always. Then I would feel sorry for myself, but not doing that. No. The thing is that I am accepting the fact that it is those struggles, it's those little windows where you need to overcome your own cravings, your own mental weakness. That is how you get lean, that is how you make progress. The victory is in those moments, it's won or lost in those moments. I spoke to my coach as well this morning, and she said keep your food as bland as possible, because then it's fuel, it's not a novelty, and I think that is an excellent piece of advice, because I love adding a little bit of something to my food to make it a bit more interesting, give it a bit more spice, a bit more zhuzh. So yeah, bland is the name of the game. 1920s style boiled chicken and potatoes, that's what we're aiming for. I have to say that before I was doing weights, then stepper straight away, immediately, and I have separated them now, so I'll go around and do my stepper faster in the morning, and then I'll come home, get breakfast and go back to do my weights. That has made training much more palatable. I feel I can give both activities more energy and just more oomph, because they're isolated, they're separated. It feels like less of a mountain to climb, so I can give them that bit more. So that's made training much more fun, I have to say, and I also think it's much more effective because I'm getting in that hard fasted cardio. My coach has put me on a refeed day tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. So slightly higher carbs, slightly higher quantities of all my foods, or most of my foods. So it's exciting, and I have to say I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see how my body responds, see how my weight responds, and how I feel in general around fatigue, energy levels, things like that. I had a couple of bad sleeps last week. Yeah, towards the end of the week I had a couple of bad sleeps. I dropped off fine, but I was kind of up and down. Dreams were a wee bit disturbed, and then I woke up really early, couldn't get back to sleep. So the only variable I can really think that is caffeine, just ingesting too much during the day. So I'm going to reduce that this week, and hopefully that has the desired effect. I'm just excited for another week. I'm absolutely loving the process, happy with the progress I've made this week, and I'm happy with the little mind changes that I've made over the past couple of weeks. One, what I spoke about last week, that every decision counts, and that this week, the gains, or in this case the losses, the cuts, the progress anyway is made in the mental struggle. It's made in those little micro decisions, which kind of feeds into my point last week. But I think more so this week it's embracing the hunger slightly, embracing the struggle, embracing the fact that I had the food that I needed to nourish me. Yes, I would desire something palatable now. Yes, I would like to eat more. It's in making the decision to not do that this game is won and lost. So, and I think leaning into that just makes it much easier. I think it's that thing that's you anchor your expectations, don't you? So, expect the worst, and then when it turns out anything other than that, you're pleasantly surprised. So I think that's the thing, it's accept that you're going to be a bit hungry after this meal, you're still going to have cravings, but that's fine. You don't have to act upon them, and progress will be made in spite of those feelings, so embrace them. Sorry to go a bit David Goggins on you there. Yeah, that's it guys. As always, this is just a quick whistle stop tour of my progress. I want to know your thoughts. How is your fitness journey going? If you get any questions for me, questions in general, questions about my journey, just any thoughts in general, please let me know. I want to hear from you. As always, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, I would be eternally grateful, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching guys, see you soon.